Okay, so how would you go about drawing a front, top, and right side multi-view drawing efficiently? That's what this lesson will be on, how to approach it. So the first thing that you do is you would absolutely open up all that we've already been previously building and rename it. So we'll put our last name in there. We'll just call this multi-view. And then Control A, delete everything. Why start a new file and have to set all the settings? Again, you have to make sure that snap and grid are on, and then you're going to work with polar and ortho and OSnap when you want to. You can turn DYN on so that you can see how long lines are and so on and so forth. So if I was drawing number 40, and I'll bring up number 40, we'll take and it's over here, go back one, and number 40 is located right here. Alright, up 1 1/8 inches for this hole. I've got a couple other holes. I have this one memorized, almost. So we'll go to AutoCAD and we'll start drawing this drawing. Now you can start anywhere. So turn on ortho, we'll go over, I'll type in 5, and we're on the wrong layer. Let me go ahead and go to the object layer, make sure we're drawing on that layer. I'll move that line to the object layer. Turn off the grid, I don't need that. Okay. So I'll draw another line and we'll turn on OSnap just to grab a hold of the endpoint. We're lucky, endpoint's on. I'll go down 1.5 and I'll slide over 5 and I'll go C for close. Alright, oh, I'm sorry, let's delete that a second. Draw over 5, down 1.5. We'll go over 5 and then C for close. Okay, then I'm going to take and draw another line down 1 inch from this. Now I can turn on O tracking and I'm going to track this down 1 inch. So I'm looking for 1 inch down and we're going to track this, and there's 5, and then I'm going to go down 2.5 inches. That is the first time you saw O tracking. Over 5 and close it. Now I could take and copy that line if I want to over 1 inch, and then I could copy it over an additional 1.5, so that would add up to 2.5. That's one way of getting it to the right spot. Then I can just draw a line right across the top here and draw a line right across the bottom. So there is, we're ready. We've got our multi-view laid out, 2.5 by 5 by 1.5 deep. The next thing I would do is mark the centers of circles, start and put in some of the detail. I would copy this line, CO. I'm going to go over, let's take a look at the drawing a second. It was 1/2 inch. So I'll go over 0.5 and I'll go ahead and copy this line in. We'll go in 1 and we'll copy this line down 1. I'm typing in dimensions for it to travel, and ortho's on, so it works pretty well for me. Okay, copy this line over 1 and I'll go ahead and copy this line over 1. Alright, let's see, I believe this is, let's take a look at the drawing. This is 3/8 of an inch and the back is 1/2 inch. So I'll go back to AutoCAD. The back is 1/2 inch, so I'll copy this 0.5 inches and I'll go ahead and copy this over 0.5 and copy this line and this line. Whoops, copy this line and this line up 3/8 of an inch, 3/8. You can type in decimals or fractions if you would like. Next thing you have to do is put in the circles. So we'll go ahead and let's just make sure, let's see what OSnap is set on. Let's clear them all. Let's just make sure it's on endpoint, probably center and intersection. Those are good controls to have on most of the time. I'll put in a full circle here and I'll put in another circle here. I think these are 3/8, so you have to type in 3/16, 16th. And I could copy that. Why bother drawing it again? Copy it from here over to here. There we go. And the next thing we have to do is just kind of do a little trimming would probably be good. Trim, right mouse click. Let's see what we're going to get rid of. Probably this and these. Okay. And that'll probably do for right now. Let's make this part 1. Stop recording.